what little a woman has to do to make swaths of men just fucking hate
So
them.
true.
You're
This
the
is
shit,
from afar,
dude.
but yeah.
You're the shit.
Yeah.
It's also just real. I mean, we all see it, right?
No, it's
and I mean, everybody at home watching or listening to this is like, oh yeah, you pull up the internet and you see an example of it every day. And I mean, hate goes around all over the place. I'm not
100%.
saying that only men are doing this. I'm just saying like there are so many men out there who are waiting for the excuse. Like they have so much pent up hatred
This goes
for whatever reason that they just, once they find a target and they're like, this is my outlet.
I mean, that was my argument, being like, it's more work to make others less than. Then just treat her just as you would your male coworkers. You're going out of your way.
It makes me think of so many stories when people are just letting their hatred get the better of them. I'm like, look at all this time you're spending on this. I'm like, bro, get a hobby.
Meanwhile, Beth is fucking Dylan, having the time of her fucking life.
Fucking Dylan Darren having a great time. And guess what? She did not fucking falter, bitch. She was like, yeah, I don't like this behavior. I'm gonna get you fired and escorted out of here.
I guess I'm just like, damn, dude. Like,
Dylan, Darren.
I've been getting a lot of questions about why I recommend fresh, dry foods like unkibble over traditional kibble as a vet. Number 1, ingredients. Unkibble is made in small batches with fresh, real, human-grade ingredients you could actually recognize. Traditional kibble is
It's so much work. Look at all the ways you're like messing up your life, and it would just be so much easier to treat people equally. Just go home.
It reminds me of when I will find an account, I will see like a hateful comment somewhere on the internet, and I'll go down the rabbit hole of looking at this account, and it's kind of cathartic for me because I'm like, okay, who's this person who just left a piece of shit comment somewhere?
Yeah.
And I go and I'm like, oh, you just leave hateful comments all day.
Yeah.
Like you're just going around finding things to hate on. I'm like, damn, man, like. You could live life.
Yeah.
Like, read a book.
You could clean your house with that energy.
You could lie under a bed and sleep.
You could wash your sheets.
You could saturate with someone.
You could get green.
This is insane. Is there an update?
There's no more updates.
Here's the deal. I bet he went to his mom's house and the mom was like, what happened to you, my son? You know?
Yeah.
It's really sad.
And then he sucked his thumb and went to bed.
And he went to bed in his
Played some
little
video
blankie.
games. Anyways, our next story and our final story.
Oh.
This one comes from True Off My Chest. Hairstylist has been taking/keeping my hair.
Big smile from Brandon.
Brandon's like, no
mine
way,
too,
man.
mine too.
They found me.
That's me, man.
OP writes, I'm weirded out. I'm also going to be vague because obvious reasons. I'm a woman in my 30s and my stylist is in their 40s. I got my hair cut today at a stylist I've been using for about 9 months now. I think this is my 6th appointment with them. I usually do a trim or cut/style. Today I went from long hair, high lower back to an A-line bob. Again, since I started seeing this person, I usually get maintenance/trim. This time was a dramatic length adjustment, so they took a picture of the cut length on the floor to add to their social media, intending to take before/after pictures. That's all totally fine and normal. They go grab a broom, sweep up the hair, and place the dustpan on the counter for a bit. Again, normal. They grab the broom and pan and head to the back of the shop. They're gone for a few minutes, no biggie. Then they go out to smoke. But here's where it gets weird. The bathroom is in the back of the shop. I need to go and step into the back. I don't really notice anything on the way into the bathroom. I go and start to head back out. But I notice my name on a small clear tote on the table. It has no lid, and it has my hair in it. At first, I didn't really think much of it, but I looked closer and saw it's not just today's discarded hair, but looks like at least a few of my trim sessions, mixed with, it looked like potpourri and a little sand or something, and printed pictures of the cut hair with dates. The printer is sitting right next to it with today's discarded hair pick in the tray. There didn't seem to be any other containers like this when I looked around. It was fucking weird, so I took a picture on my phone. I honestly didn't know what to think or do and went back out into the salon. They came back in and I mentioned that I went to the restroom and they seemed to freak out a little, but didn't mention it. I didn't really know what to say, so I just let them finish styling my hair, paid and left. As a socially anxious introvert, this was my nightmare. I got home, and the more I looked at this picture, the more sick I got. I ended up texting them an hour ago, sending the picture and requesting they remove the weird box of my hair and asking for an explanation. I said, hey, so I saw this and didn't know what to make of it. Can you help me understand what this is and why you have it? I'm not comfortable with you having this and request you please discard the contents. Also, even though I loved my cut, I believe it's best if I find a different stylist. They haven't responded. LOL, what the f***?
I hate this. We hate this. This is making me sick. Potpourri.
Not the potpourri, not the sand,
Not the pictures.
not the dates.
The printer.
The dates. Because I was like, oh, maybe this person collects hair to make like cool wigs. No. It feels like a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. It's got potpourri in it, and they got the dates and pictures. It's fucking disgusting.
That's so many hairs. I don't. That actually, I could. If we kept going, I could. You get it, right?
Yeah.
And when they sweep it up, they go, "Look how much hair you have." Yeah. Oh my God, we'll sweep it up.
Collection today. Yeah. Put it in. Oh, my Amazon potpourri package came in.
The ability for her to see that and go and sit back in the salon and get styled after.
No.
She's like, maybe a middle part. Damn.
That, I hate all that. That might feel more cringy than the person sleeping under your bed.
I don't know why. This is scary.
I don't know why. Hair on top of hair, and it's your hair, and it's your life, and your hair is memories, and why don't. I don't like it.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. From previous cuts, that got me. When you go, oh, this is my hair from March.
Awful bold of the stylist to keep it in the salon.
Next to the bathroom.
Where I'm like, you're gonna get found out.
And it's only her.
Yeah, I guess so.
Put it under your bed.
Comments. Wow, that sounds strange. I'm curious as well. Good for you for sending the text message. I see your message as mature, fair, and calm. OP says, I appreciate that, but full disclosure, it took me a few hours to get calm enough to send that. I'm totally skeezed out.
Yeah.
Someone said, you absolutely handled it better than I would have. I would have taken it and confronted them. This really is the beginning of some crazy I survived episode. Thank God you're not going back. OP said, I honestly had no clue how to respond. The whole situation was so bizarre, and I can't imagine what the purpose of this would be. I told my husband about it, and he got goosebumps, which was super scary for me and made me feel like I may have underreacted to the issue. But I guess I am glad I got out of there without a confrontation, because who knows what might have happened if I'd brought it up to them. Someone said, hair in small containers with other items makes me think of spell jars.
Dude, I would have snatched it and put it under my coat or something.
You know, I'm a skeptical person. I don't necessarily believe in magic. But if someone takes my hair and they're like, yeah, I'm going to use this for spells, I'm going to be like, no, you're not. No, you're not.
No, of course.
No, you're not.
They're sitting down.
Absolutely not. Like, I don't necessarily 100% believe in that, but I don't want to find out.
Yeah, no.
You know, I'm not going to find out with my hair.
Yeah, what about no?
Yeah.
Yeah, potpourri and sand and salt and shit.
Dates and pictures.
Dates.
Get instant feedback on your writing with Pro Writing Aid, the complete editing toolkit.
Update.
Oh my God.
It's been about a week, and with the holiday, I've been all over the place, but I ended up going to law enforcement to make a report last Monday. I'll likely end up going back if this person keeps contacting me like they have been. Sunday, the day after I got my haircut, I woke up to a bunch of texts from the stylist. It woke me up because even though I have Do Not Disturb on my phone, I have a setting that overrides that if there are repeated contact attempts over 3 in case of emergencies. Here's what I got. 3:49 a.m. I don't recommend going to a different stylist because of this. It's not a big deal. In small towns, people talk, and you may not find anyone that will take you after this, so I'd reconsider. I don't like threats. 3:51 a.m. So I have your biological material, and it's my property now. I can do with it what I want. I kept it because I can, and it means a lot to me. 3:54 a.m. Why did you send the pic? I know what it looks like. It's mine. 4 a.m. You need to respond to me because I think it's a misunderstanding about what this is. It's no big deal, and saying you're switching stylists has me triggered. I do good works. You said so.
You're triggered?
Yeah, come on.
4:04 a.m. I also charge a $350 client separation fee. So yeah, you can't just say you're switching stylists without more consequences.
What?
And I know you said you already tried a few people before me. There aren't many beauty people in the area. 4:11 a.m. Asking for an explanation for a stylist having hair in a salon is crazy. Where else would you find hair? I didn't do anything wrong, but I will get rid of it if you're gonna cry about it. But only if you say you won't be switching to anyone else for your hair care. You mean a lot as a client and always tip well, and I do good work, so it doesn't make sense.
We know she means a lot to you.
Maybe don't threaten someone who does your hair or hurt their feelings by making accusatory statements. I didn't respond to any of those that morning because it was so insane to me. I need to process things fully before I make a decision on how to deal with it, so I just didn't respond. Sunday afternoon, I started getting phone calls. This person called me 14 times that afternoon. About every other call, they left a voicemail. Most of the voicemails just said, call me back, or text me back, but 2 of them were unhinged. I'm going to paraphrase, but the gist of the first one was,
Yes.
Call me back, I'm getting scared you won't come back to me for your hair for real. I just like how your hair feels. That's why I kept it. Call me. It sounded like they were crying. The second unhinged message was left late Sunday night at 11:38 p.m. and it said, I got rid of it except for one lock. I found out I like watching your hair burn more than I liked keeping it. I didn't respond to any of those messages, calls, or texts. The whole thing has me freaked out now. I decided by that time I was taking Monday off work to go to the police. Even if they couldn't do anything, I wanted to file a report for the weirdness. I woke up Monday to an email from the stylist with an invoice for $375 for client breach of contract fee.
My asshole.
As the chargeable line item. The email body was just, for being a bitch.
What?
I'm sorry, that's unfortunately hilarious.
Wow.
It was sent from their business email too, so they're really doing everything they can to ruin themselves. Even if I had a contract with them, which I don't, the original amount was for $350. They can't even get their extortion fees right. I did email them back stating that we had no contract and to cease all further communication with me from this point forward. I got ready and started heading to the police station around 9:45 a.m. Monday morning. I live in a rural area, so there are portions of my drive to and from our main town that don't have cell reception. When I finally got to town, I had 4 voicemails. I knew immediately who they were from. I talked to one of the officers on staff. They took my statement, a copy of the email, and asked me to forward all the texts and screenshots of the numbers of calls. They said, at the very least, the calls and texts could be considered menacing and harassment. But the voicemail where they mentioned how they like burning my hair was potentially concerning. Potentially.
Yeah.
The officer advised I contact a legal representative in case this person tries to take the bogus invoice to a civil suit court. And they said I'm welcome to change my number, but having the piling evidence if they continue to contact me after I explicitly told them not to in the email would only help me. I reached out to a lawyer Tuesday and left a detailed message regarding the situation. They are apparently out of the office until next Wednesday for the holiday, so we'll see if they have any advice. I've since received many texts and calls from the stylist. They sent a Happy Thanksgiving text on Thursday morning as well.
Happy Thanksgiving, bitch.
For being a bitch.
Regardless, they are giving me a lot of evidentiary material to work with, but I'm so unsettled. I can't wait to hear from the lawyer this week. I'll leave you with a text from this past week, one I think you'll all enjoy. 5:12 a.m., December 4th, 2024. Don't ever say never. You're never coming back. Don't make me laugh. I don't want your ass back. You can beg me, though. Might help. Update number 2.
I'm freaking out. Everything inside of me is crawling.
This
Yuck.
is nuts.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
For fuck's sake, cut!
This situation and update may not be as satisfying as many would have hoped, but here it goes. I met with law enforcement again this past Tuesday. My husband and I drove over early that morning because I was also meeting up with the lawyer I'm working with. Aside from the near constant texts, calls, emails, I wanted to pursue legal action for a specific issue. Allegedly, the stylist tried to have my credit card canceled. Apparently, they used the last 4 digits of my card, called the customer service line for the card, and tried to cancel it. I got a call from the fraud department shortly after this person attempted to do this, trying to verify everything to see if I actually wanted to close my account and dissolve my credit card line with them. To be clear, the stylist was not successful in their alleged attempt. They couldn't provide the basic information you need for such things like my actual last name. It's unusual, and they gave a name that was almost similar. Date of birth, address, etc. Apparently, they thought they could accomplish this with just my name, phone number, and the last 4 digits of the card number. I didn't cancel the card, but did request a new one for obvious reasons. I had no clue why they would want to cancel my card. To inconvenience me? Yep, that's exactly why, allegedly. When I spoke with the credit card company, they agreed to send over the recording of the person that called, as well as the phone number the call originated from, as long as the request came from law enforcement with a warrant. They gave me a phone number and reference number for the police to reach out to directly. The officer began working on that immediately, so that is in progress. I went to my phone company over the weekend. I had my phone number transferred to an old phone so I could still receive calls and texts there, but got a new phone number for my actual phone. The old phone and phone number has been turned over to the officer assigned to my case. They did go and speak with this person yesterday. Apparently they are horrified. I went to the police and had no idea any of what they'd done could be chargeable offenses. According to the officer, there have been no further communications via text or call since their visit, and I haven't received any other emails. A temporary protection and no contact order has been issued against them until the first court date. I have also reached out to the State Board of Licensing with all this information and my complaints. All I can say is they are investigating. Outside of that information, I'm limited to any other information I can share since a legal process against this person has officially begun. We're just waiting to see how this all plays out now. It's been a long few weeks. I'm hoping for the best here. I'm already so relieved to no longer be getting calls, texts, or emails constantly.
And
that's it.
Oh my God.
I mean,
yeah,
we're not gonna figure out what she was really doing with people said spell jars. Kind of doesn't matter. It's so invasive and weird, and everything she's done afterwards.
We're not going to be able to predict what that person was doing.
That is terrifying. I think when someone calls you and texts you that many times over and over, it's scary. It's terrifying.
If you're texting someone 4 or 5 messages in a row without a response, what's going on?
I mean, that's a lot of people. I do that to her.
But I'm saying, like, if you're in a fight, like, if you're sent, like, and then, like, time goes by, and then you send more, and then time goes by and you send more.
And voicemail.
You could tell someone's not doing well when it's during sleeping, when they should be sleeping.
Yeah, this is at 3 in the morning.
You need their brain to rest, and they're not, and they're spinning, and
This is bad. She did the right thing.
Yeah, the phone thing was brilliant.
No explaining her way out of that.
And like putting it in writing that you didn't want to cease communication. So then from there on, it was all like unwarranted and just like, that's really, really scary. I feel bad for that person.
I do too, because I just don't see how. I don't know how they're doing. Like, I understand, like, hair. No, I don't.
You understand what?
I don't. I don't. I was gonna say, like, when she said your hair is just so soft, I was like, oh, yeah. But then I was like, but wait a second.
No.
I would say if she were to make it for, like, a wig, okay.
That's why I was like, there's like...
But if she had a reason, she would have given that reason.
But she didn't.
She had 0 reason.
And then when she goes, I actually like burning it more than I like collecting it.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, so you like collecting it.
Yeah.
And you like burning it.
Yeah. How many other people did she do that to?
We don't know.
I've also never heard a $350 charge for breaking up with your stylist.
That's when you know this person is...
a non-exclusivity agreement with your stylist.
I will say sending an invoice to someone and the body of it reading for being a bitch...
It's almost legend material.
...is... this person is not a legend, but that sending an invoice that says for being a bitch is so really funny.
Like, they don't give a...
That's a really funny thing that people could do in other circumstances, and I would think is a legendary status. Not in this situation.
No.
Well said.
Also, rural area, is she going to see the stylist?
That's what I got scared about, too.
I get scared about that, too. It's like at local bar. Hey.
At local bar?
Yeah, at local bar. Hey.
Hey,
That
no hey.
sucks.
Yeah. These were,
really.
I think, the most wild I've ever heard.
These were intense. These
Spooky
were a
is
lot.
like, I don't even think covers it. Scary.
They're scary, yeah, these are scary.
But they're like haunting.
Yeah, they're creepy. These are all like people doing unexplainable behaviors.
Like we both almost barfed.
No, I was very close. Like throw up was here.
Wow.
Like it was right here.
That's got to be a record for this show.
Yeah. Oh my God. It was like right here.
Yeah, you're either crying or throwing up here at Reddit Stories.
Reddit stories, man. They bring it out of you.
Well, thank you both for joining me on this horrifying expedition.
Yeah. Thanks for making my day.
We're just gonna head back under here and
Yeah.
do this again.
This
All
fits
right.
both of us. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Your
Awesome.
legs crunch the other way. You slide in.
Like a demon. Thank you for watching. Let us know what other themes and subreddits you'd like us to cover on this show. And we'll see you next Saturday. Bye.
Bye.
With Divid AI, you don't need to use Kling, Runway, or CapCut. You can generate the desired video directly with a single click using the same software. Any type of video can be easily handled, whether it's the cinematic feel, happiness virus,
Hello and welcome to Reddit Stories. I'm Shane, and today's theme, plot twist. That's right. You're not gonna see what's gonna happen next. You're gonna have no idea. You're gonna be blindsided over and over again in this episode. And I'm joined by two people who have no idea what's about to happen next. Angela and Trevor.
What? Wait, what's going on?
What if I just never mind. I don't know.
Just never mind.
I was thinking about a joke of oh, actually we're heading over, we're gonna do Board AF. Plot twist.
That'd be an awesome plot twist.
That'd be
Not in a
sick.
bad way, like I don't want to be here. Like in a way where it's like that caught me off guard.
Yeah.
It would have.
sure.
If you committed to it, it would have been like, whoa.
It's
Yeah.
like how they say, when you make plans, God laughs.
That's so true.
I don't think I've heard anyone say that until just now.
I
But,
have.
all right.
Yep.
A lot
Plot
of people have heard.
twist.
Wow. I do think it's really funny. I don't think people realize with this show, we just got done playing Uno a second ago. Like we go from doing the most batshit stupid stuff, and then we sit down on this couch.
Oh,
We
you
have
go
to
to your
just
Star
completely-
Wagon.
Yeah, we go to our
And then
wagon.
you go.
I get my Fiji water. Okay.
Just kidding. We usually sit on the same couch and we're silent for 5 minutes, then come
And then
back
we
in
come
here.
over here,
Yeah.
and then we have to completely shift the gears to a different type of mindset.
Yeah. I sat on a couch and watched Tim fix a computer
That's sick.
for
That's
I was just
really
sitting
cool.
there. Yeah, and he was just fixing the computer, and I was like, wow, this guy's the best.
I trust him with my life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's get into our first story. This comes from Am I the Asshole? And this was posted recently. Am I the asshole for telling my neighbor I dated her husband?
Wait, say it again.
Am I the asshole for telling my neighbor I dated her husband?
Copy.
Okay, letting someone know, hey,
Yeah.
your husband, we dated at one point.
Yeah.
I, a 33-year-old woman, became friendly with my neighbor, a 37-year-old woman. Let's call her Emily. After I helped her move a few boxes into our building while her husband, a 35-year-old man, was in the hospital. I didn't meet Emily's husband until a few weeks later when she invited me over to dinner as thanks. When I first arrived, Emily's husband had run out to pick up some wine. But when he came back, I was shocked to see Matt, a guy I had gone on 3 dates with a year ago before he suddenly ghosted me. He had a terrible poker face and tried to pretend like he didn't recognize me. I don't play those games. I asked how long they had been married, and Emily said, 3 years. She recognized there was tension and asked if we knew each other. He said no. I said yes and told Emily that I had gone on dates with him a year ago. She became very upset and asked me to leave, which I did. The next day, Emily reached out and said that she didn't appreciate that I lied about when I dated her husband. He told her we had dated 4 years ago, before they were married. I didn't even live in this city 4 years ago. And even if we had dated 4 years ago, they had been engaged at that point. Either way, he would have been cheating. I sent her screenshots of our texts from the year before and from Bumble of his profile, which was still active. She never responded, but when I saw her in the lobby yesterday, she wouldn't even look me in the eye. I don't know if they're still together, and Emily hasn't responded to my texts. So am I the asshole for telling her the truth? Wow. What a situation to find yourself in.
I'm going to be thinking about that one for a bit. Because, wow.
Yeah. The audacity.
Yeah.
Verdict's not the asshole. I don't think she's the asshole at all. Obviously.
No, I think this is tough.
You're trying so hard.
What? I think it's tough. No, I think this is really tough. What do you think?
What do you think's tough?
Trevor, what do you think? I think we'll
Sorry.
be thinking about this for a bit.
Yeah.
I think this is not an open and shut case here. You know?
Yeah, that's crazy,
We don't know
yeah.
what's going on.
I'd say, yeah.
It's tough to say, yeah. We gotta cut it.
Okay, we had to drop it. We did a little prank on you.
First sentence that came out of your mouth, I laughed.
Didn't do it.
I was like, really?
It was really cool to sit in it for a second and be like, what if we gave you nothing?
Yeah. And I'm just like, okay, so cool discussion show we have here, guys.
Oh, been behind the curtain. Spencer and Trevor thought this was prank before
Were
we
you
went
guys
up.
talking about this shit before?
Spencer and Trevor were like, what if you guys go up there and don't give him anything?
We just don't. We're just like,
Wow,
man, that's
dude.
crazy.
Okay, but
Wow.
honestly, jokes aside, plot twist for you right there.
Okay, pretty good. Pretty good. You got me.
Yeah.
You got me.
Because, like, what if you had a story and no one had anything to say? Anyway, but we do. So, what sucks about this is that she's taking it out. The wife is taking it out on OP.
Sure.
And
We've
it's
seen
just
this
like
before in
classic, where the other person in this scenario is the asshole. It seems like he cheated, but she's like, well, f you for telling me.
Astrid and Mew is powered by Shopify, both online and in person.
Shopify enabled scaling by having that single view of our customers, and we have that whether they're going into one of our stores or whether.
Right?
Yeah, and I mean, I also think it's, I don't know if it's quite there or if it's because she's saying you lied. I can't believe you lied about when you guys dated, because my husband's now saying you dated 4 years ago. The husband had already said, no, I don't know this person. And then said, no, we dated 4 years ago.
Like-
So she knows.
Yeah.
But like, I think we all know, we've been in situations similar where you're just like, I do not want to allow my brain to process what's actually happening.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
a lot
you then have to
easier.
face that, and that's awful.
But don't take it out on the person who went out on a limb.
No, but now
It's-
she's doing a horrible thing, and
Yeah.
it's
Denial and
like,
projection.
Hey, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. The classics.
The classic
The
deny,
classic
project.
deny, project.
Yeah.
Yeah, denial with a side of projection.
I'm gonna be thinking about that one.
I really am going to think about it.
But no, she's not the asshole. In fact, I mean, like, this is a bold person for not being afraid to just be open and upfront about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, sometimes hiding behind someone else's lie is easier. I think I've fallen for that sometimes where two friends, I see someone kind of not telling the full truth. And you're like, it's going to be messy if I step in there and I actually go, I am the soldier here and I will tell you this person is lying.
Yeah.
But it is the right thing. I don't know. It's the right thing to, I don't know. It depends. Depends on each scenario, right? But this person was doing the right thing by telling the truth.
Of
Yeah.
course.
And kind of looking out
Well,
for
and
this
you're
other
aware
person.
of like, hey, he's cheating on you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
horrible. Like, and very blatantly, like, has an active Bumble account, has all this stuff going
Active
on.
at a time of,
Active as a posting.
Yeah.
oh, then this is f***ed up that OP is getting in trouble.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
No, it is.
Because I would say that she doesn't know these people, right? They're strangers. They could be in an open relationship, but if that's the case, if she brings this up, it should not be horrible for them to hear, and right? Like, I
Yeah.
mean, maybe
Yeah.
I'm wrong, but like, so either way, bringing it up is fine at the and
100%.
justified when it's like, hey, this guy's cheating on you. He's pretending he doesn't know who I am.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's not like she has an agenda to like get with him or something.
No.
Like
No.
she's just being like, hey, I'm reporting.
We went on 3 dates. He ghosted me. She has no interest in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wife is mad that OP is breaking her reality.
Yeah.
it seems.
I do respect OP too, because like, yeah, you don't really, it's not like she's friends with these people. It's like she helped them move in some boxes and they're just neighbors. Like it would have been very easy for her to just like, not my problem, not my issue, like leave it alone.
I would say I could see a lot of people in this situation being like, oh shit, these are my neighbors. Like, I am just gonna pretend as well. And that's what the husband probably was thinking was gonna happen.
Yeah.
But hey, good on her for not letting him get away with it.
Yeah.
Comments, you told her the info she did need to hear. Now just let the pieces fall where they will. Do not engage further. Not the asshole. You were being honest, but it's best to leave her alone now. Someone else said, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. She has all the info she needs to make a decision. That's all you can do. OP commented saying, update, Emily just stopped by. We had a quick chat, but she let me know that she's kicked Matt out, and she thanked me for telling the truth. She also found out that I was not the only person he dated while they were married. Giving her space now, but wanted to share an update since it happened so quickly after posting. Okay,
All right, good.
And shocker, plot twist, he was dating other people too. Can you believe
Wow.
that? Can you believe that, dude? I can't believe that.
I'm gonna be thinking about that one.
Yeah, that one's gonna sit with me for a bit.
Let's think about that for a while. Update.
Okay.
For real.
Do I get to, is this where you get to guess?
What do we think the plot twist is?
And then if you guess it, you get a Yahtzee.
Yeah, you guess it, you get a Yahtzee. And we get to scare everyone in the office. Okay, we know there's a plot twist coming. So what we think is happening is probably not happening.
Mm-hmm. The obvious plot twist is like, you know.
I think obvious plot twist, they get into a relationship with each other.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
That's like me. That's what I want.
Pretty
I want that to
cool.
be the happy ending.
Pretty cool.
Plot twist, they move. Because that woman, the neighbor, wants to not think about that. And she's like, let's get out.
Okay, happy ending plot twist to me is that they start dating. Bad ending plot twist to me is that OP gets in a relationship with the guy after they break up.
Yo. Okay, because my gears are turning, I wouldn't normally make these types of assumptions, right? But this is plot twist, so I'm thinking like, what's the craziest possible plot twist?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get a Yahtzee here. What if this is fictional bonkers town? If OP moved here on purpose to split them up,
Yes.
Dude.
this was all the plan all along?
And OP's in debt.
Dude.
Yes, and also that.
Dude.
And stole something from a museum.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna
Holy
be thinking
crap.
about that.
Okay, let's see.
Give me a
All right.
one-way ticket to fictional bonkers town.
Okay.
With Jesus Christ. I love Trevor.
Okay, here we go. A happy final update. Over the last few days, I've been hanging out with Emily along with her sister and two BFFs who flew in to support her. Tuesday night, she texted me, space is overrated, wine, and that was that. Matt confessed to everything and more, and it was all a lot worse than anyone thought. But this isn't about him anymore. We've all had some really good, sometimes difficult conversations, but it's all been very cathartic and surprisingly positive. I found myself in the company of some pretty amazing women.
Did they kiss?
Which is why this situation has turned out the way it has. I moved to this city 2 years ago without knowing anyone, and it certainly wasn't an easy thing to tell someone that I'd hoped would be a friend. To be honest, it kind of felt like word vomit in the moment. And when I first posted this, I admittedly wanted validation because there was a large and loudly nagging part of me that thought I'd done the wrong thing.
100%.
So I'm very grateful to have come through what began as a really awful situation with 4 awesome new friends and far more laughs than tears. Emily, her sister, and I now are planning bi-weekly brunch dates, and we also discovered that we have some other friends and interests in common. This post got far more attention than I ever anticipated, so I did end up telling Emily about it. Her sister joked that we should start a podcast together, and we both shouted, no! So this is both the end and a new beginning of this story. Thank you all for the support and kind words for both me and Emily. We're going to be just fine. Signing off. Okay, so the plot twist is that they became friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Which is the best case scenario.
Truly.
Yeah.
I'm very glad I'm wrong.
Me too. I'm glad we are too.
Yeah, we were all assuming a lot of really wild things.
Yeah.
I'm not counting out my first theory though. This could still.
There's room for it
They
to
could
grow.
fall in love.
Absolutely.
They could fall in love. I'm holding out hope.
That would be the brunch girlies?
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be awesome.
Bi-weekly brunch sounds like an easy commitment.
Bi-weekly brunch is the ultimate best scenario that could have happened.
Yeah.
It's like if someone threw out bi-weekly brunch, I'd be like, you're thinking too positively.
Yeah.
That's too optimistic.
You weekly brunch, you mean?
Bi-weekly.
Yeah.
Bi-weekly.
They have
means-
bi-weekly brunch, which I think is better than weekly brunch.
It's every
Weekly
other-
brunch is too much of a
That's what I
commitment.
was gonna say. I think that's
Bi-weekly
the
is better.
best. Honestly, I'm walking away from this story thinking a bi-weekly commitment in Friends is the way to fucking go.
Yeah.
Because a weekly commitment, even like D&D every week, who are you kidding? I don't know.
Yeah.
Bi-weekly anything, it's just like, that's
We
where I'm
really
at.
need to start promoting bi-weekly stuff. That's
truly.
That's the jam.
Yeah.
You know? If anybody takes anything from this podcast, it's that.
It's just like, think about your problem right now while you're driving in the car listening to this Reddit story. And what if you made it bi-weekly instead of every week?
And you know what? That's gonna stick with me.
Yeah.
That's gonna stick with me.
And I'm so glad they said no to a podcast. That means they're good people.
Yeah.
People who
I
start
hate
podcasts.
I hate them.
Podcasts are bad, and people who host them, even worse.
Yeah, it's true. You've been saying that.
I've been saying that in my mirror.
In my mirror.
So that was a happy plot twist. We're just getting our toes a little dipped in. But don't worry, it's gonna get worse.
Yay!
Like it always does here.
It always does here. Today's Reddit Stories is brought to you by ZocDoc. Have you ever woken up with a weird symptom like a tight pain in your neck and then immediately gone to Google or TikTok to see what's wrong and you get like a bunch of different answers back? Look. Okay, our next story comes from relationships, and this was posted in 2014.
Wow.
20 years ago.
I was 14 years old when this was happening.
That's too much for me to handle.
Okay.
Does that make you 25 right now?
Yeah, 25.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, my fault. Really sucked the air out of the room with that one. That's the quietest it's ever been in here.
Honestly, we were all just doing math.
We were all thinking really hard. Okay. This is a 22-year-old woman. Me with my boyfriend, who's 24, of 3 years. He found out that his ex is engaged and literally won't stop crying.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
I, 22-year-old woman, met my boyfriend, who's 24, 3 years ago, through some mutual friends. He was pretty guarded, and I was the one that pursued him. We were long distance. I was living in Oregon. He was living in Washington, until I moved in with him last year. My boyfriend has only had one other relationship and a hookup before me. He stopped talking to the hookup a long time ago because she was crazy, but he kept in touch with his ex until she cut contact with him around 2 years ago. They dated when he was 15, and it lasted for around 2 years, and then she dumped him because he had no self-respect. Apparently, she's the reason why my boyfriend is so guarded now. I'll admit that I was really jealous of her and was glad when she cut contact with him because she's beautiful and my boyfriend talked about her as if she had all of life's answers. This past January, I woke up in the middle of the night and I heard my boyfriend crying quietly. I could tell that he was looking at his phone and I wasn't sure whether or not to say anything since I wasn't sure if he just wanted a private moment or not. After a while, he got up to go to the bathroom, so I took a peek at his phone. He was on Facebook looking at his ex's profile. She had gotten engaged and there were pictures of the ring and everything. It's been 2 months now, and my boyfriend has been breaking down out of nowhere. I keep asking him to talk to me about it, but he won't. I told him to talk to a therapist, and he got really insulted and said that he doesn't believe in therapy.
Sick, dude.
I'm unsure of what to do since this happens at least twice a week. I love him, but he's always seemed a bit distant to me, and obviously this woman is the reason why. Should I contact her and ask her if she has any insight? I'm starting to think that she must have said something to upset him like this because he didn't seem that bothered when his ex was dating other people. Oh man.
It's like turbo loser behavior.
Turbo loser.
I'm sorry, dude.
No, just kidding.
That's crazy. So he's
shit.
25.
Okay. He's
they
25.
broke up when he was 17.
He's 24. I think she wrote two different ages.
Okay.
No, he's 24. So 7 years ago, they broke up.
Dude.
And she got engaged, and he's crying multiple times a week.
For 2 months.
For 2 months, and when she says, you should talk to a therapist, he says, I don't believe in therapy. Now, you can pick one of those reasons to break up, but she's...
It seems like she's a...
I guess I don't know. My head's going a million places, like, as I'm piecing this together, and I'm like, your emotions you can't control, but, like, there's a lot you can. But also, if you're feeling that much emotion over this, and you're clocking that your partner's feeling that much emotion over it, it's like, hey, this is very serious.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to, like, you can't, regulate someone's emotional response to something and be like, you need to calm down or something, especially if it's... But it also is, like, there is a little bit of, like, is this a trigger? Is this bigger than what this is? Like, this is bigger. Like, is the ghost in the room with us now? You know what I mean? Like, this is tapping into something that's a bigger problem under the hood.
And there's other hints she's thrown out here, like, she's beautiful, and he's always talked about her as if she had all of life's answers.
All the answers, yeah.
Like, hey, man, this is a lot of red flags here.
Yeah.
I think they've been together around 3 years. He cut off contact with his ex around 2 years ago. She cut off contact with him,
So
saying he had no self-respect.
He was in regular contact with his ex for a year while they were dating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a whole lot. Comments. No, don't contact her. Her job is finished. If her ex still has problems with their relationship, that's his issue. Now you, Missy, do not play Miss Fix-It here. You can't fix the fact that your boyfriend is actually still in love with another woman. You can be the most perfect woman on earth, but while he still has her as his dream woman, you don't have a shit show. Honestly, and as hard as this may be, I'd talk to him about it again. And then, if there is no resolution, I'd consider moving on. You deserve someone who thinks you are the best woman on earth, not some distant ex from his high school years. OP left a long response saying, thank you for your reply. I was insecure about my boyfriend's relationship with his ex from the start. They didn't talk that often, but they'd catch up once every few months through Skype or something. She lives on the East Coast, and when Hurricane Sandy hit, he called her, texted her, and messaged her on Skype despite her having cut off contact with him prior to that. I didn't even know that he still had her phone number. Is this relationship hopeless? I knew that he still had a bit of a thing for her, but I didn't know the extent of it until now. If he can't move on after all this time, I don't understand why he got into a relationship with me.
Yeah, no, this seems like a pretty clear-cut case of him having a relationship during his formative years, that ending, him wanting it back and not being over it, and then being with someone else because he needs to feel validated, but not having let go.
And this doesn't also necessarily mean he's still in love with her. It could just be that, like, he did not process losing her, especially, like, honestly, I'm glad we went back and did the math on the age thing, because there is something about your first, like when you're 17 or something, like your first love, and it's sticking, like, I don't know, I've had people I've dated, like, get engaged, but I did see the guy, my first ever boyfriend get engaged, and I remember just being like, why did that bring me back to when I was, like young? Because it brings you back to that age, and then you're like, no, I'm in my 30s, I'm an adult, I don't know this person anymore. But it brings you, like, back to, like, early college or something, or high school, when you, like, romanticize that stuff.
That's why it's not like, I'm not knocking the guy for the emotions he's feeling.
No, and you're not.
But it's like, but he's also refusing to talk to her. And that's the bigger problem.
We're knocking like the dissociation of it, like the denial, the, like, not being honest with himself and his partner.
Because if he's not communicating to her, she has to then deal with the mystery of where it's coming from. Because it might be coming from somewhere like that, where it's like, oh no, it's more of a personal identity thing, or it's like not reckoning with my past, as opposed to I'm not over my ex. Now all signs right now are pointing to he's not over his ex. To me, at least.
No, it is. I was just saying that, like, the fact that it's coming out at random times.
Yeah, it's
like,
interesting.
This could be so many things, and what sucks is he's not at the wheel here. He's not really, like, dealing with it.
Yeah.
Right. Also, OP did mention that she pursued him. He did not pursue her, she pursued him. So maybe he wasn't, he clearly wasn't ready. Other comments, Not to knock high school relationships, but this guy was 15 and they only dated for 2 years. It's been, what, 6 years since they broke up? I think your boyfriend just doesn't have that much experience to realize that that relationship wasn't as profound or meaningful as he believes it to be. Apparently, he's been putting her on this pedestal this entire time, which is not healthy. Maybe he should see someone about this because it can definitely put a hold on his life. I went through this same thing. It took me a stupid amount of time to really get over my high school girlfriend. And looking back now, I can't figure out why I had created this perfect love story in my head when it was nothing of the sort. That's really interesting. See, I didn't have to deal with that because I didn't date anyone until I was in my 20s. So, you know what? Why don't you try being a huge f***ing loser as a teenager?
Yeah, that's
Try
the
being
solution.
obsessed with Shakespeare and going to church. It worked for me.
Hey, why don't you play Final Fantasy, okay?
Yeah, dude, I had so many girlfriends, so I don't really relate to you guys.
And that's okay,
Sounds really hard.
Yeah,
Sounds
it
hard
was
to-
tough.
sounds
That
hard
must
to
have
be
been
young
really
and
hard
busy.
to reckon with.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm dying to know what happened.
So this comment said, like, I haven't talked to someone. He's said he does not believe in therapy. Last comment, I would end it. I realize that you've been dating for 3 years, but this kind of reaction is off the scale. It's pathetic, and it's completely disrespectful to you. I can't see how you can move past it. Had she died, then of course one could understand this. But if he's this brokenhearted over some girl he dated in his f***ing teens, they broke up 7 years ago for f***'s sake, then you should not be in a relationship with him. I guess...
Writing a book is hard. Knowing if it's good, even harder. Meet manuscript analysis. It gives actionable feedback on plot, characters, setting, and more.
It's six years ago, but he was talking to his ex until 2 years ago when she cut off contact. So he clearly maintained a relationship of some sort and was not allowing that space to happen.
Yeah, this is full of landmines here.
Yeah.
Update.
Yeah.
What do we think the plot twist is? Because we got a plot twist. So